Someone was asking us earlier how it is possible that we look this young and we've put out 17 albums, which, thank you for saying that. Made us feel really good. So about 10 of the albums that we've put out have been live recordings from the walking tour. And it's a special project, so we only produce like 100 physical CDs, and quite honestly, usually they all sell during the tour. So we don't have hard copies of those left. But all of them are on Bandcamp, so you can go and listen to them there. You can download them there.
We should really get this like Smithsonian Folkways to just pick them all up. We have not just done our own music for that program. We do a different program every year and choose songs about walking and community. So we dig deep into like old country music, bluegrass, and old time, and folk, and selecting songs that are specifically, especially if they have to do with walking, and just put on a spirited program with that sort of material, which is fun. Not all of our songs meet that criteria.
So we have, I don't know, like 10 of those. And then we played in a project for several years called The Accident That Led Me to the World. And it was a concept band. That was the last time that we were up in this area. We played at Roots on the River Festival, I think in this very space.
There's a radio DJ that thinks that's probably one of the things we chose to do that's a hard way versus an easy way. Our original band was that mouthful called The Accident That Led Me to the World. And then we changed that to Mark Mandeville and Raianne Richards. And this guy
he counted the letters and he's like, it's not any better.
And I don't know what you guys want. You guys can just call us Mark and Raianne, but
yeah.
I thought adding our last names was like dignified, and I appreciated that sort of thing. But.
So this iteration of what we're doing, we've produced about 4 records. 3 of them are studio albums with our guys from back home who are 67 and rarely leave Massachusetts with us, but follow us to lots and lots of cool concerts back home. And then we also have a live CD from the tour that we did in Canada. That was all house concerts. We had a friend who flew up there and traveled around with us and recorded about half of them. And then we, took the creme de la creme from each night.
Including stories and things like that. So that particular album is like what you're seeing right now or hearing right now. This next song is a love song. It's new to us. And I showed it to one of my students a few weeks ago because she's interested in songwriting. So I thought I'd show her some of my process because this is so new to me. So I was explaining to her how the guitar part worked, and I showed her some of the words, and she thought it was really cool. And then we had a coffee house a week after that, and she came up to me after her performance, and she said, "Oh, that song that you showed me the other week, is that on Spotify yet? Because I really want to keep listening to it." I thought, you have no idea how this works, do you? That's a brand new song. I did not record it in the studio and release it on social media platforms in 1 week. This is how we make a living, is live performance and shows, as it turns out. So this is called When Love Comes Round Again. When love comes round again, like an old familiar friend, it's a spark that caught the poet's mind and left it smoldering. When love comes round again, doesn't ask to be let in, need permission or forgiveness or fair warning to begin. When love comes round again, it could catch you off guard at the worst possible time. and it knows no bounds, and commits no crimes. Say love conquers all trouble and strife, and it quiets the panic one feels inside. When love comes round again, like a long-lost fortune, your eyes and mine froze in time for the longest moment. When love comes round again, written in the motion of the stars that shine in palm red lines, in a fate we're falling in. When love comes round again, it could catch you off guard at the worst possible time, and it knows no bounds, and commits no crimes. They say love conquers all the trouble and strife, and it quiets the panic one feels inside. When love comes round again.